Hey there folks, Indomitus is here and I'm going to review it for you, because if I didn't, well, this would be a very short video. Today, we'll be starting off with big HQ units in the box, the Primaris Captain and the Overlord, two amazing models that I think I've managed to paint up to a somewhat reasonable degree. Let's start with the Primaris Captain. And much like the Blade Guard that we'll be discussing later in the series, they are a mighty leader for any Space Marine force with a host of war gear that arms and armors them and ensures their capabilities on the tabletop, paired with a selection of tasteful rules which will enhance their abilities rather greatly. The model itself is superb, with intricate details that I simply can't capture in my own painting well enough to be considered especially good. Moving on, however, I love the knightly feel of this miniature, and many others in the Indomitus box. The shield with the skeleton upon it is especially good looking, and the trinkets and scrolls that hang across the body and form really add to this miniature. As you can tell, I painted them up in Deathwing colours, as they are part of the sacred band of the Angels of the Ashen Bone. A noble woman of immense skill and strategic mind thus hides behind this helmet. One can be certain of this. Anyway, onto the rules. This captain has a powerful stat line, with little to fear when it comes to combat. With a 2+ on both weapon and ballistic skills, 6 wounds and a whopping 5 attacks and a leadership 9, they are a powerhouse when they need to be, certainly impressive. Of course, their war gear is nothing to scoff at either, with a heavy bolt pistol akin to the one seen on the Reavers, go watch that video, it's in the cards now, and a mastercrafted power sword. They are more capable in melee and in ranged combat, but I digress. They also carry the usual grenades seen on most Space Marine minis, however the final piece of raw gear really makes them special. The relic shield, old skelly boy, that they carry offers a host of advantages, ensuring 50% of all mortal wounds are not taken, while improving the save characteristic of 1, though I believe the wording has changed slightly in the Etera. Their abilities are reasonably powerful, with an Iron Halo providing a 4+ invulnerable save, while the Rise of Battle see them rerolling hits of 1 within 6 inches of this model. Angels of Death, however, is where things get interesting, and by interesting I mean a little complicated and a little insane. Angels of Death is a compound rule that provides a Marine with it, and most, if not all, Marines have it, with not 1, but 4 rules to play with: Shock Assault, Combat Doctrines, Bolted Discipline, and They Shall Know No Fear. In short, Shock Assault sees a 1 attack added if charging, charged or performing a heroic intervention. Bolted Discipline ensures rapid fire will kick in if certain conditions are met other than half-range rules. Combat Doctrines adds 1 to the armor penetration of certain weapons depending on Devastated, Tactical, or Assault mode, and They Shall Know No Fear seen from rerolling morale tests. Whew, that's a lot of rules. Anyway, I think it's time we move over to the Overlord, a simpler model rules-wise but no less painful and devastating on the battlefield. With a stat line that is powerful but in different ways to the captain, they pose a powerful threat on the battlefield close up and at immense range. At least they do one turn of the game. I love this model. So large and imposing, the size and scale of the Nectron dwarfing the comparative Space Marine models is so cool, while the golden tassels of glowing weapon really add to the feeling and look of the miniature. With a 2+ on both weapon and ballistic skills, strength, toughness and wounds of 5, attacks of 3 and leadership of 10, we see similarities to the captain with some disadvantages and advantages thrown in for spice. The weapons consist of a tachyon arrow with 120-inch range, single shot, strength 10, AP 5, d6 damage, weapon capable of ripping apart squads of vehicles if you get a decent roll. Its only weakness is it can be used only once per battle. Meanwhile, the hyperphase glaive sees them pose a real threat in close combat. Strength +2, AP -3, D3 damage, it's certain to put a smile on any player's face, assuming they're playing Necrons. With 4 rules backing the Overlord up, they don't quite match up to the terrifying 6 of the Captain, but still they are nonetheless decent. Living Metal sees the survivability of the Overlord, while Phase Shifter grants a 4+ invulnerable save. Thy Will Be Done sees a unit of miniatures within 9 inches adding 1 to their hit rolls, while finally Relentless March sees units within 6 inches adding 1 inch to their movement. Overall, I think both are amazing models with amazing rules and details woven into them, powerful, imposing, and altogether immense and enjoyable. But that's all for now. I'll be back next Friday with the Primaris Lieutenant and the Royal Warden, so subscribe if you want to see that, I suppose. It really helps me out. Thanks for watching, I'll see you next time.